people don't like Mondays, but I do. This is one of my favorite days of the week because of this segment.
You're watching On the Red Carpet. Get the latest Hollywood news, brought to you by Pacific Rim Photos and Videos. Your eye on the red carpet.
I always have fun with Chris, of course, and double the fun today with Peter right here.
Right.
How nice of you to join us. You've been MIA for the last how many weeks?
Well, you know, when I have to do assignment editing and writing and everything else.
Ayan. Welcome back to Kababayan, LA. Chris, let us talk about, what are we going to talk about?
John Carter?
Yes,
right?
John Carter.
Yes,
okay.
John Carter.
You went to the premiere.
Yeah.
And you got to interview the star.
Yes,
Taylor
definitely.
Kish. And we just talked about him at the top of the show because of this segment about his comments on the Philippines. What are your thoughts on that?
You know what? It must have happened after we interviewed him. I think, you know, it's always hard because you don't hear the full story. So definitely, I think once it comes out and the apologies and stuff, I think it'll be smoothed over because a lot of stars have a lot of good things to say about the Philippines. You know, we've talked to a bunch of different stars. John Sayles, you know, who did Amigo, loved it, and Brianna Evigan, who was in, you know, Subject I Love You, have nothing but good things to say.
Right.
So.
And do you find that too when you get on the carpet and you tell them, oh, you know, this is for a Filipino show or this is Philippines? Do they know a lot, or is it kind of understandable that they confuse Indonesia for Philippines and Philippines for China?
Yeah, I mean, even in general life, there's people that come, you know, like, I'll say like the tsunami when it happened.
Right.
I had some friends that says, oh my God, look at, there's a tsunami in Japan. Look at all those Chinese people dying.
Oh.
Yeah, so you do get that, but then even on the carpet,
some of these stars, they don't know.
They're very gracious too.
Yeah.
There are a lot of stars that are very well traveled, so they know of different places. So it could have been Taylor might have.
But you got to interview Taylor. Let's take a look at what he said.
Met Lynn, how did you guys build chemistry to make sure you had chemistry?
We met on Wolverine, working with you and on that set. So, I mean, the ice was broken already, so there's a lot of trust to build off. And she's a dear friend, and I hope we can do it again.
You did your own stunts in this film, so what was it like doing your own stunts?
I love it. I think, you know, for John Carter, the character, you see so much of who he is through the stunts, so I was very adamant about playing that.
He's obviously talking about John Carter opening in theaters.
Yeah,
this weekend.
I think it looks like a great movie. I mean, there's a lot of Disney stars out to celebrate, and especially the boy Disney stars, because they were so excited to be able to see like a action movie and a lot of sci-fi and stunts and everything.
But how is Taylor in person? Is he warm, friendly, approachable, accommodating? Because I didn't get that from that interview. You know, usually you interview people and we show it here, and they're warm, accommodating.
It was hard for us to tell because he was rushed, and especially since we were near the end of the line at that moment. It was kind of like hard to say, is he really being personable, or is he just spewing what he needs to spew for publicity? But he seemed all right, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think one thing people, you know, the carpet is a certain amount of time, and a lot of times the celebrities show up at the end. So that, you know, with the part that you saw, it was towards literally right before the movie has to start.
Oh, okay.
So once it's towards the end, they just start rushing through, and you know, you wish that celebrities would show up at the beginning so they could go down. But a lot of the guests, a lot of the, you know, not as big stars will show up at the beginning, and then at the end they're rush, which unfortunately you get that from someone because it's rushed.
But it seems like you got to spend a lot of time with a very young and upcoming star in Julian. We were airing him earlier. Who is he?
Well, the iconic Boyz have been a sensation ever since America's Best Dance Crew, and you know, we interviewed him less than a week ago, and our views are already at 250,000 just from them.
Wow.
And Julian was basically one of the members of the bigger picture that didn't make it on the show, but now that they're on tour, he got picked to be on tour with the members that were on the show because he's an amazing dancer, and you know, representing, they call him the Filipino Justin Bieber because of his hair.
Very talented. Let's take a look at this.
How long have you been dancing for?
3 years.
And who's like your biggest dance inspiration?
Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, and I have a lot.
A lot. Gio, of course.
Gio.
Yeah.
And the Boyz inspire me too.
Yeah. What would be your goal to dance and stuff?
To just dance like on TV, and be famous. Yeah.
What do you want to say to all the fans that keep supporting you guys?
Just keep following your dreams and keep getting inspired and be iconic.
Yeah, that's right. Getting advice from a 9-year-old.
Right.
Keep following your dreams.
Right.
Another young Filipina naman is making waves sa latest season of American Idol. You got invited to the party. Naiinggit ako.
Oh.
And you didn't cover. You just got invited to hang out.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was one of the most fun experiences. You know, when we do press, it's very work-like, business-like. You're rushing to get the interviews and stuff. It was so nice to just show up. We got to eat the food, drink the drinks. Got a picture with Ryan Seacrest. Got to talk. Got to meet. We got to talk to different executives that work on the show. We got to meet all of the different contestants and just hang out and kind of like, you know, rub shoulders. It was nice.
And the good thing about that is we're able to talk, get more personal with some of the executives and get their ideas of what they think about the show and some of the contestants. And that's when she, like Wenda Fong of VP of Fox,
yes.
she talked about how she was blown away by Jessica, you know. And
who wouldn't be? Everyone's talking about Jessica. How old is she?
She's only 16. She's
yes.
only 16. And I think one thing a lot of the people said that's so true is she has so much background of performing, so you see that on stage.
Very comfortable on stage. For now, thank you so much for sharing
You're
those
welcome.
stories with us. Follow us on Twitter, follow them on Twitter, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great one, guys.
Mabuhay.
It was over.